Some unfortunate news in the world of pro wrestling as Jon Moxley is officially off of the AEW All Out card taking place later this month in Chicago, Illinois, as is his match with Kenny Omega. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Tommy on the spot from Watch Along Wrestling. Hope everyone is having a great weekend. And you really got to give AEW a lot of credit. Sure, this is a super blow to the card. This is super disappointing. This is a match, I think, a dream match that a lot of people have wanted to see, Moxley and Omega. But they've already announced the replacement for Moxley, and it will, in fact, be PAC. Now, PAC was supposed to make his AEW debut way back at Double or Nothing in a match against Adam Hangman Page, but due to some creative issues and the fact that PAC was holding a championship for Dragon Gate and didn't want to take the loss at AEW, he has not made his debut, but will, in fact, be able to do so at All Out. He's lost that Dragon Gate championship. And while this might not be the high-profile main event that Omega and Moxley is, I think Omega and PAC might actually be a better in-ring match than even Moxley and Omega was going to be. This match could tear down the house. This is also a bit of a dream match and good for AEW. Now, it does lead credence to my belief that PAC was going to make an appearance at this show. I think a lot of people are expecting CM Punk to make an appearance at this show. I think they might be a little disappointed, but I definitely thought that one of the big surprises at the show was going to be PAC, and you got to give AEW credit. If this was planned that PAC was going to be a major surprise at the show, it's good of them to kind of say, hey, you know what? We needed a replacement for Moxley. Let's just get out there. Let's announce this match. People have been waiting for PAC, because remember, PAC wasn't only supposed to face Page at Double or Nothing. He was also supposed to be a part of the six-man at Fyter Fest and was eventually replaced by Laredo Kid, who teamed with the Lucha Brothers. So it's great that PAC is now back in with all AEW and is going to be on that show. And honestly, I'm really looking forward to that match. Now, the other thing that took place pretty much right after this, and also just to kind of backtrack there, Jon Moxley has come out and said that even though he does have MRSA, he has to go and get this treated. And MRSA's no joke, right? Any staph infection is not a joke. It could legitimately be fatal if it's not treated. So he has to go ahead and take care of this. But the good news is that they did get to it early. He's going to be okay and should actually be good to go within about 4 weeks and is not in any sort of jeopardy of missing AEW's TNT debut on October 2nd. So that's great news. Speed recovery out to Moxley. Now, shifting gears here, right after this was announced that on Moxley's Twitter and then on AEW's Twitter, it was also announced that it appears that Rey Fenix was injured at Big Time Wrestling last night. Fenix, obviously a member of the Lucha Bros, is getting ready to take on the team of the Young Bucks at All Out in a big ladder match, kind of the culmination of these two teams who have been having matches all around the world, and they were supposed to have this big ladder match. That match now is in a bit of jeopardy. Now, the good news is that there are reports out there that he broke his leg. That does not appear to be the case. It appears that this is just a strain, and he has come out and said that he's still planning on taking part in this match. But this is kind of the risk that right now AEW is taking by allowing their wrestlers to go out and continue to work while it's in a bit of a holding pattern, waiting for that TNT debut. Now, first off, it's super cool of AEW to do this because it allows wrestlers to go out and continue to earn a living while they wait for the debut on TNT. But while having some of their talents out there all around the world, I just saw MJF wrestle at MLW, and this guy was going 110 miles an hour. He was not toning down his style at all. And I understand why wrestlers do that. They want the paying customer to feel like they're getting their money's worth and getting the authentic experience of seeing that wrestler. But with that being said, while they are allowing wrestlers to go out all over the world, it really increases their risk of an injury and then can really jeopardize not only AEW's ability to use these performers once their television deal takes place, but these wrestlers who have waited so long and wrestled for all around the world for such a lengthy period of time and now finally have a place to go and showcase what they could do on a grand stage like AEW. Now that's putting it in jeopardy. I remember years ago I went to the final Ring of Honor match between Nigel McGuinness and Daniel Bryan, and this was right before they both got signed to WWE, and obviously Nigel's didn't work out, but I remember seeing their match, and while it was really good and it was great to see these guys and I felt like I got my money's worth, they were clearly not having those epic blowaway type matches that they were having earlier in their career, because why would they when they have to get ready for what was the biggest opportunity of their careers? So it'll be interesting to see kind of in this last month as AEW prepares to go on TNT, if they have their performers kind of slow down a little bit, the wrestlers that are signed to AEW, not go out there, take as big of high risks as these guys typically do, because with a Lucha Brothers match, with a Moxley match, these guys are going to give 110%, And when that does happen, there's a risk for an injury. While the Mercer one was probably something that couldn't have been avoided, certainly if Rey Fenix had broken his leg, first off, that would have sucked for him because of being a human being, and also for us fans because we wouldn't have been able to see him wrestle for a lengthy period of time, but also for AEW, who's depending on him for a major match at All Out. Remains to be seen. Let me know what you guys are thinking about this. Are you guys happy about the replacement of Jon Moxley with PAC? Are you disappointed that match is off the show? Will you still order All Out? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.